up? This your girl Kiki, and if you can tell by the title, today is another story time. So, before we get into the story, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on TikTok at sleeping_beauty624 and Instagram at Kiki_savage21. Y'all, so this story time is I'm pre-recording because I'm gonna be out this weekend and I want to upload Sunday. So yeah, I'm pre-recording so that I can have it up Sunday because I'm gonna actually be coming back home Sunday. So I want to upload it before I leave. Yeah. So yeah. So this story is about this take place back in 2019, I think. I don't know, I'm not sure. But I was hanging with this girl. So we're gonna call this girl, I'm gonna call her Sarah. Her name is gonna be Sarah for the sake of this video. It's another girl that we're gonna introduce, and her name is gonna be Deja for the sake of this video. And the dude, we're gonna name him Chico. I don't know why, but we just were gonna name him. Okay, so y'all. So I had this girl, Sarah, was my friend. Well, we was cool or whatever. And we used to hang out a lot. So me and her had started hanging out. We had went to the mall. When we was at the mall, we was in Forever 21, I think. I don't know. But we was in one of those stores, and when we was coming out, like she kept nudging me. She was like, "Oh my God, look." So I was looking, but I'm like, what am I looking at? Like, but it was like a dude standing right there. But she was basically saying the dude was staring at her or whatever. So, okay, whatever. So she goes over there and she starts talking to him or whatever. They exchange numbers and go from there. So I said they've been talking for like 3 months now. So they've been talking for 3 months. All of a sudden, one day she called me and she was like, "Girl." I'm like, "What?" She was like, "You would not believe what I just found out." And I'm like, "What did you just find out?" And she was like, "Well, you know that dude that I've been talking to?" I was like, "Yeah." He got a whole girlfriend. Well, it's his baby mama, but they together. And I'm like, "Oh." She was like, I'm trying to figure out what she was going with the story. But she was like, no. Like, when I asked him about it, he said that they was not together. They just had a child together. And I was like, "Oh, okay. So, like, why you don't believe him?" And she was like, "Cause when I looked this girl up, I looked on her page, and I seen like a bunch of videos." She was like, and Father's Day had just passed or whatever. And she was like, "Yeah, they got pictures on there from Father's Day." And she was like, "That was out for Father's Day." But yo, like she had called me on Father's Day, and she was like, "Tell me why I did all this for this dude, like all this for this ninja, and he not even coming." And I'm like, "What did you do?" Cause she don't even have no kid. But that doesn't matter. I don't know. She was trying to do something for him for Father's Day, and I'm just like, dang, it failed. Like, I bet you won't do that no more. But like they wasn't talking. Well, no, they wasn't talking. She had even said it. She said they wasn't talking. They was just like fuck buddies. So I don't know. So yeah. So she was like, yeah. She was like, they was together for Father's Day. Da da da. And I'm just like, but that's her baby daddy. Like, they do have a child together. Of course they're gonna be together for Father's Day. But whatever. So so she was like, yeah, she was like they was together for Father's Day. She was like, and she was like, just last night he had left her house and the outfit that he had on was the same outfit that he had on in a picture that was on this girl's story. So I'm like, "You watching her story?" And she was like, "Yeah." I said, "You know she knows that people are watching her story. Even though y'all are not friends. You do know that, right?" And she was like, "Well," she was like, "Well, oh well, I guess." So I was like, "Girl, So she was like, you know what I'm gonna do? She was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna say nothing. I ain't even gonna say nothing. So me and her got off the phone. A few days go by. Y'all, tell me why. I think it was probably like a Wednesday when she called and told me this. A few days go by. It's probably like a Monday. It was a Monday. I'm gonna tell you why I know it was a Monday, because I had to go to work and she calling me, and I worked overnight, y'all. So, well, not necessarily overnight, but I got off like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Girl, why are you calling me so fucking, like, why you calling me interrupting my sleep early in the fucking morning? She called me about 10. And everybody who is anybody knows that I do not like getting up early, especially like I just got home, like literally it take me forever because that doesn't matter, but it literally takes me forever to go to sleep. So when I finally do go to sleep, here you go calling, waking me up, like, and then you call me on something. So anyway, she had called me, and she was like, girl, guess what I did? And I'm like, what? She was like, I just sent. No, she was like, yeah. She was like, how she say it? Basically, she said she set up an. She said she said I just set up an appointment for with his baby mama to get my nails done. What? I was like, no, you did. She was like, yes, I did. I said, there's no way you did that. She was like, yeah. I said, did you set up an appointment with his baby mama to get your nails done? For what? What is your point? Like, what are you... I said, see? Bitches like you is why niggas like... But I'm like, why? Like, that's weird. Why? And she was like, because he said that they not together no more, so I want to find out. I said, so you going to her for information about a nigga that you... That is weird. That's weird. So I was like, don't do that. Like, I'm trying to be, like, I'm sitting here in so many words, like, I'm sitting here trying to tell her in so many words, you're being stupid. Like, why would you do that? That's dumb as hell. Like, that could be the dumbest thing you ever thought to fucking say out your mouth. Why? So she was like, no, I just want to see if they really together or not. He told y'all they wasn't. Well, he told you they wasn't. What else do you need to know? So, y'all, she went through with the appointment. She gonna call me the day of the appointment, ask me did I want to go. Bitch, no, go smell in that bitch face by yourself and be messy and be weird. No, I'm not. So, mind you, I had started following the dude like on that same day. Like we both had got his Instagram and we was both following him or whatever. So I go on about my day. I followed back, like, no, what was I, the day that it was a Saturday. I go about my day. She had set the appointment to go at like 12. I was not going. So, I had started, getting dressed, going about my day because I had other stuff going on. I had other plans anyway. But even if I didn't, I was not going. Like, that's weird. So, out of nowhere, I get a DM. But, y'all, I'm not the best with DMs. So sometimes I'll read it and then I'll think I reply because I reply in my head and I think I replied and then I don't reply. So I finally looked at the DM or whatever and I was like, I had seen that it was a DM from the dude. And he was like, did you know that your friend set up an appointment with my baby mama? I didn't know if I was supposed to play slow or just tell him. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just tell him. So I was like, yeah, she told me that she was about to, I was like, yeah, she told me the same day she did it. And he was like, why would she do that? I said, I don't know, but that's a question you need to ask her. Maybe, you can ask her. And so he was like, that's weird. And I was like, yeah. He was like, I'm looking at her right now. He was like, I'm looking at her right now, but I don't want to go in there because I don't want to, like, set nothing out. Like, I don't want my baby mama to know that I know her. And I was like, right. What now? So, anyway, after, I guess, like, after her nails was done or whatever, she called. Well, she sent me a picture. She took a picture of the nails, and the girl did a good job. But had she known that she was fucking her baby daddy, she probably would fuck them nails up. Fuck. Because because I would have. But you know what? I was like, let it be what it's gonna be. So anyway, she sent me a picture of the nails. The nails was cute. And so then she called me and she was like, girl. I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, she was like, yeah, they still fucking around. They still together. So you went and played in this girl face to say that? She was like, and he was there with the baby, and she was like, he came in there, kissed her. I said, oh, he played in her face so bad. And she was like, he came in there, kissed her. She was like, the whole time I was sitting there shaking my leg, I want to punch him. And I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out why you went over there. So yeah, I was still trying to figure out like why she go over there. So anyway, so what did I say they do name? What they do name? Chico. So so anyway, she was telling me, she was like, they've been having problems in their relationship. She was like, so I'm sitting here like, what the what, huh? Like, y'all having, she said, yeah, we started telling each other about the stuff we was going through. I told her that I had a little fling, which is her baby daddy. Bitch, are you crazy? But she was like, I told her I had a little fling who was basically fucking around with everybody, just trying to see what she would say. And she was like, yeah, me and my baby daddy been going through some things. She was like, but we trying to make it work for the sake of the baby. And I'm just sitting here like, bitch, you went over there to get information? Huh? Ew. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, okay. Where's this conversation going? So she's sitting here, she on the phone, she telling me all this stuff. Chico is blowing her up. She was like, yeah, he keep calling me and I answer. Fuck. She was like, yeah. She was like, because he got me fucked up. So then he decides to call me on Instagram. Yeah, he called me on Instagram. I answered. Because, like, she wasn't answering. And I was like, girl, he calling me. Hold on, because you ain't going to answer. I'm going to answer. So he was like, have you talked to Sarah? Like, what's Sarah at? And I was like, I'm on the phone. Well, I was on the phone with her before I answered the phone for you. And he was like, why she not answering? I was like, I don't know. But apparently your baby mom was telling her stuff about y'all relationship. He was like, she fucking weird. She weird, man. And so I'm like, yeah, that was some weird shit. I was like, but you know what? That ain't my business. So he was like, I'm gonna catch you. So I was like, okay. So he was like, man, I'm gonna call you back. So I was like, okay. So I got off the phone with him and I called her back and I was like, girl, he said when he finds you, he gonna fuck you up. That was like, that's not what he said, but in so many words, that's what he was saying. Like, I mean, that's what I was feeling. Like, girl, I will fuck you up. So I just totally understood it. She was like, I don't care because he ain't gonna catch me. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So she was like, yeah, you want to go out to eat? And I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm actually on my way back from where I was coming from. I was like, yeah, so we can stop here and get something to eat. I was like, let's go to Texas Roadhouse. And she was like, all right, I'll meet you there. So y'all, we get the Texas Roadhouse. I don't know how. So we get there and we sit down and eat. She's still telling me, I'm like, let me see her nails. Like, her nails are so cute. And so I'm just like, yeah, bitch, you're dumb. So I'm just sitting down. We sitting down. I'm looking at her nails. I'm eating. And she telling me about the dumb shit she did with the baby mama, Deja. I'm gonna start calling her that girl Deja. I should have just called her baby mama, Deja. So she just sitting here and she telling me, she was like, yeah, she was like, him and her been together for like 4 years. They just had a baby, and she was like, he was cheating on her. He been cheating on her. And then she was like, and I was sitting in this chair thinking, bitch, you're dumb. You're still with him and he cheating on. Bitch, you dumb. Like, you You said that this girl cheer fucking her baby daddy. Like, fuck, you're dumb. So I was like, So y'all, while we sitting here talking, I don't know how, but she probably did. But Chico ends up popping up at the fucking restaurant, y'all. Like, he popped up at the restaurant. And I'm sitting here like, no. No, he didn't. How he find us? So I'm sitting here cause like where we was sitting in a booth like near the window, but the way that we was the window that we was sitting is facing like the parking lot. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm looking and I'm back eat. So then I look again because I had to do a double take. Like I'm not tripping. That's that dude. So I'm like, girl, did you tell him where you was? She was like, I told him that I was going out to eat with you. I said, bitch, and you didn't think he was going to pop up? Because there you go right there. She turned, when I tell you, when she looked out that window, she looked like she seen a fucking ghost. Oh yeah, let me see how this finna go. So y'all, I done started eating. I'm like, you know what? So I like the way I sit, like when I'm sitting in a booth, I sit directly in the middle and then like I put my purse on the side of me, like towards like the inside of the booth. That's how I sit. So I sit like literally in the middle of the seat. I don't know, for whatever reason I do. He came in, he sat right there beside me. He was like, what's up? I'm like, what's up? Y'all, when I tell y'all, he was giving her the death stare. And I'm just like, I was like, I'm sitting here eating like, okay, well, it's finna go. So he was like, Chico said, you know, I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, I told you. He said he was gonna fuck you up. I said, I told you. So he was like, I ain't trying to make a scene in front of these white people because y'all, there was some people around. He was like, I ain't gonna do it right here. He said, because you know they already got a stereotype about black people. He said, but I'm gonna watch you eat this fucking food. And then he gonna look at me and say, I'm gonna pay for your food. That's fine with me. Like, hey, you know what? I don't even. So she looking at him, and he was like, I ain't paying for shit over here. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm sitting here, I'm just eating. So I was like, how was your day? Like, I'm sitting here trying to make conversation. It is awkward. Like, it's so quiet. She not saying nothing. Like, when I tell you, she not saying nothing. So I was like, your baby mama did a good job on her nails, though. Yo, when I tell y'all, he looked at me and was like, don't start. I was like, no, for real, she did. Like, but she did do a good, like, why am I still talking about these nails? She did a good job on them nails, y'all. So I'm like, she did a good job. He was like, yeah, she be fucking it up in a nail game. I was like, right? I was like, but I would never go get my nails done by her because that's weird. Like, girl, I'm my friend fucking your baby daddy. I would look stupid. So anyway, she looking at me and she's just like, Kiki, why you keep saying that? I said, because you're weird. And I told you that before you did it. And I told you that when you went and did it. And I told you this whenever we got to this restaurant. That is weird. Why the fuck would you do it? What was your point? And so I was like, if you really wanted information on him, you could have just asked him. I'm pretty sure he would have lied to you. But I mean, I guess it's better than going to his baby mama. But I'm looking at him and I'm like, right? He was like, man. He was like, y'all both got me fucked up. I said, hey, you know what? If I got you fucked up, I really don't want to have you fucked up. So, yeah. So, y'all, we just sitting there, we eating, we talking. And she not saying too much of anything. And so I had sat back because I'm like, I'm full. I was like, that food was good. Like, So he was like, so I was like, you done yet? She was like, Y'all, when I tell y'all, she had started eating so slow. Like, it was like, girl. But we didn't ride together, so I didn't give a fuck. I was like, I would leave you in this restaurant because we didn't ride together. I don't care. So she was like, I done lost my appetite. I'm gonna just get this to go. And I was like, that's good. That's good. So whenever the woman came with the check, she was like, is this gonna be a separate check or all together? I said, oh, it's gonna be separate. So she was like, okay. And so Sarah had asked her for a box. So the woman came back with our checks and a box. So like Chico said, he paid. He took I didn't even want to look at it. I don't know how much it was. But baby, once somebody else said they paid, pick it up because I don't want to look at it. I don't want to touch it, nothing. You said you got it, so you got it. So I mean, it must have not been that much. It really wasn't that much because like I always get the same thing when I go. But it don't even matter. I had got like 3 drinks though. So I was like, I said, you can pay for my food and I'll pay for the drinks. He was like, nah, I got the whole tab. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Being baller. But like, I feel like he was doing it because he was being funny. Like, he was really being funny to Sarah. That's why he did it or whatever. So, and I let him. Because she was weird. And she knows she was weird. She knows she was wrong for it. Listen, as friends, if I can't tell you when you're wrong, we're not friends. Cause I'm gonna let you know when you're wrong. I'm gonna let you know when you're being weird. I'm gonna let you know when you did some dumb shit. That was dumb what she did. It was very much weird, and she was slow for it. So anyway, the lady come back with the box, and she started boxing her stuff up. So as we was getting up to leave or whatever, she was just like, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom." Girl, why is you prolonging this? Like, he's not leaving. Apparently, he got time. Like, girl, he done came up and why would you tell him where you was at anyway? Like, what's this that make? But, and then she said that, whatever. So I'm sitting here like, girl, like, why is you prolonging this? I said, I'm not going to the bathroom with you. I'm finna go out to my car. I'm finna get in my car. And it was getting cold out there too. So I'm finna go run this heat. Cause girl, you doing too much. So finally she come out or whatever. Y'all, when I tell you, like, he followed her to that bathroom. Like, he was like, I'm not letting you out of my sight. So y'all, as soon as they got by my car, he was like, bitch, what you do that for? He was like, why the fuck? And then he started grabbing her up. At that point I had to get out because I'm like, Chica, don't put your hands on her. Like, now you can ask a question. Don't put your hands on her now. Come on now. So I was just like, bro, don't touch her. Like, come on. Like, y'all already doing this in public. You didn't want to do it in the restaurant, but you want to do it outside the restaurant. That's crazy. I was like, but if you're going to do that, like, don't put your hands on her. They're going to call the police on you. So he was like, what you do that for? Like, why you being weird? Da, da, da. So yeah, my head itching. So she was just like, I just wanted to see like who she was or what she was. Again, why? But he was like, what for? Why? Like, what was your point? And she was like, cause I seen that y'all had pictures together, and you telling me that y'all not together, but y'all was together, like y'all stay together. Da, da, da. I'm sitting here like, but he told you. I remember him having a conversation with her whenever she was in my car, and he was sitting outside the car after we had left the mall. She asked him, she was like, cause he had asked us, did we want to hang out that same day, and I had other stuff to do, and she was riding with me. But she had asked her, she was like, I'll come over later. She was like, who you stay with? He said he stayed with his baby mama. So coming over there to hit where he was at was not an option, which made sense. So she was like, you sitting here say one thing and then you turn around. But he had told her already that he stayed with his baby mama and that they wasn't together. I don't know. Like, I don't know what she was fishing for exactly, but she was fishing for something. And yeah, so she finally got it. So in the midst of that happening or whatever, the girl Deja started calling Chico. And all of a sudden, I don't know how, but God crazy. So he shared locations with her. He was there. We was there for a good hour and a half. Y'all, so the baby mama started calling him. And he wasn't answering. All of a sudden, a car pulls up. It's the baby mama. I knew it was the baby mama because she had sent me a picture of the baby mama. I didn't know the baby mama, so I was just like, oh, okay. So, y'all, the baby mama pulled up. When she seen him and then she seen her after she just did her nails, oh, oh, hell no. Y'all, I got in my car. Sarah gonna have to fight that battle on her own. Y'all, I literally got in my car and was just sitting there watching everything unfold. I rolled down the window because I wanted to hear. So she was like, what the fuck? This the shit you do? She was like, oh, so you just chasing around my clients? Like, what the fuck? Like, she was like, I just did her nails and now you all of a sudden. So he started telling her, he was like, man, he was like, I knew her before you even did her nails. He was like, she was the one on that weird shit. She came to you to get her nails done, knowing that you was my baby mama. So that bitch, so that bitch, she was like, so that bitch Ben knew who the fuck I was? And I'm sitting here like, yo. Yeah, at this point, I don't started texting my cousin. I'm like, girl, you would never believe. And I'm sitting here like, girl, call me because I'm finna tell you this story. So I'm on the phone with my cousin. I'm telling her everything that we had. Literally everybody, even like people I talked to after the fact, everybody said that was very much weird. Y'all gonna think she was fucking weird too. So so she was like, bitch. So y'all, when she swung on Sarah, that hit connected. It connected. Like Chico backed up. Like he backed up and he left. Like when I tell you that baby mama started tagging her ass, she tagged her. Y'all think I got out of help? No, but you got yourself in that situation. You better find a way to get yourself out of it, because that's fucked up. You went and sat in this girl chair, sat in her face, played in her face, pretending, and then you gonna have the nerve to tell her that your nigga be sitting there, your nigga, which is her baby. Girl, that's weird. So y'all, they started fighting or whatever. After a while, I got out of the car because I felt so bad for Sarah. And I'm like, Chico, break that shit up. Get your baby mama. Like, what the fuck you got going on? Why are you just sitting here letting them fight? Like, y'all, it was amusing to him. Like, he's sitting there laughing and shit. I'm like, that's not funny. I said, get that girl. Like, what the fuck you got going on? So like, he finally grabs her up. She's so small. So, anyway, she fucked Sarah up. But she literally, so he grabbed her up. She steady trying to get at Sarah. She talking shit. She was like, bitch, you're weird. You came and sat in my chair knowing that you were fucking my baby daddy. Like, the fuck kind of shit is that? She was like, that's weird. She was like, y'all bitches be fucking weird. And I'm just like, no, that bitch be weird. Because this bitch over here minding her business. So don't say y'all bitches. This direct all that energy to her, not me. So anyway, so I feel like Chico set that up. I really do. But every time I asked somebody, he was like, nah, we were sharing locations. And he was like, I forgot to turn that shit up. So, but like, I'm sitting here like, no, you didn't. Because whenever any other time he would go see her, like, he'll make sure that his location was off. So it's just like, no, you didn't. Like, you set her up. But it's cool because I guess you gonna ride for your baby mama. But like, because she did play in her face. But it was just like, why you set her up? Like, why the fuck did you do that? And so he was like, oh yeah, by the way, you could lose my number. He was like, you don't got to worry about talking to me no more. This, that, and the other. Sarah getting in the car crying. She was like, okay. Y'all, her nose was bleeding. I was like, oh my gosh. So like, I ran back to my car and I had ended up getting some baby wipes out of my car. And I took her to her and I was like, girl, you cool? And she was like, yeah, I'm good. She was like, I don't need nobody to fight with me. I was like, oh. She was like, I can handle my own. I'm glad you know that. Because I wasn't going to help you. Because that was weird. So, anyway, y'all. Well, when we went home or whatever, I texted her to make sure she was good, y'all. She had blocked me. So, she had blocked me and we stopped being friends. That was the day we stopped being friends because bitch, you blocked me. You ain't got nothing else to say. She did hit me up recently or whatever, and I'm just like, girl, like, you blocked me. The fuck? She had hit me up on Instagram or whatever recently, and she was like, "Hey, I have a tiny you for her," and I'm just like, "Bitch, you blocked me," and it's gonna stay like that, girl. I have nothing to say to you. So yeah, y'all. So that was the time Sarah got beat up for playing in that girl face. That's just crazy. Cause I feel like Chico set her up. I ain't gonna lie. Chico set her up. But it's just like it was weird because girl, you went and got your nails done just so you could find information on him. And you didn't find nothing. All you did was get your ass beat. What? So yeah, y'all, I was just like, that's weird. And then yo, and then you know what's crazy? What made me tell the story is because Chico hit me up recently and was like, he was like, "What your bum ass?" He was like, "What your bum ass friend been up to?" And I was just like, "Oh, we're not friends no more." I told him, I said that same day that your baby mom beat her up and I didn't help her. She stopped being my friend. She blocked me that night. He was like, "Why?" She thought that y'all was gonna be cool or whatever. He said she thought that you was gonna help her, and I was like, I guess that's what she thought. And when she realized that I wasn't, she was just like, oh, I can't be friends with her. She call it what she want, but I'm telling you one thing, I'm not finna get in the middle of something I ain't had nothing to do with. No, that's stupid. Why would I do that? So yeah, y'all, that was the time Sarah got beat up for being weird. She was being a weirdo. So yeah, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe again, and my socials will be down in the description below. Yeah, y'all, we on the road to 100K, and I'll see y'all in the next video.